Good evening, everybody. Welcome to day 14, tip number 14 today. Today is the last day of the 14 days tips that I wanted to give to you. So I'm looking forward to sharing this tip with you today. Take a break tomorrow, and then on Wednesday I will Wednesday at 8 I will meet you at about 8 o'clock, and then we will do what you call a question and answer session on Wednesday. So today is tip number 14. Let me start by sharing with you tip number 14 for today. um, I was thinking, when I was looking at all the various tips that I wanted to give you. So I obviously had, the idea of doing different tips on a different day. And I was thinking, what was it that I should do on the 14th? Because today is the last day. 14th is the last day for the 14-day tips, Karagana. Okay. And so I thought, okay, I should think of something that can bring it all together, meaning to say that I've taught you about the Pantang Lima Ringgit, and I've taught you about the 17 seconds, and I've taught you about, affirmations, forgiveness affirmation. So I taught you different things over the last 13 tips, and of course, what I want to do on not tomorrow, but day after tomorrow, I would like to do a question and answer session. I want to just maybe start at 8:30, and then maybe an hour. I will just answer all your questions with regards to the 14 tips. Yeah. So I was thinking, what can I do to round it up? And one of the things people always ask me is that, how fast can I manifest? How fast can I achieve? Okay, if I do the forgiveness affirmation, if I do the affirmation, if I do the vision board, if I do the Ho'oponopono, Mr. Kati, how long does it take for me to manifest? So today's topic is about how fast you can manifest if you understand these three things, which is called the TFA. Okay, the thoughts, the feelings, and the action. Okay, the thoughts, the feelings, and the action. Thoughts is, what are you thinking about? Feelings is, how do you feel? What do you feel? And action is, of course, putting into action. I've noticed that when people tell me, Mr. Kati, I have been doing affirmations before, or I've been doing Ho'oponopono before, or I have been doing vision board before. I have been, I'm doing a lot of work, Mr. Kati, but why is it that I'm not getting what I want? And I always know it's because of one of this is missing, either thought or the feelings or the action. One of it is missing, or two of it is missing. It's not aligned, it's not working together. And all three must work together for you to achieve what you want. Now, it's not easy. It is not easy because you need to have an alignment of thoughts, feelings, and action together. And so when it's together, then it'll be more powerful. So I'm going to give you examples, so I think it'll make more sense to you when you talk about thought, feeling, and action. So for example, let's talk about so you want to, let's say many of you say, I want to have financial freedom. Oh, Mr. Kati, I wish I can have financial freedom. I want to settle my debts. And I always tell them, don't talk negative. Don't talk about must settle my debt. I said, how much money do you need? I said, how much money do you need to settle your debt? Oh, I need about 100,000 ringgit. Okay, let's say 100,000. So I'll say, okay. Then you're supposed to write an affirmation. I'm so happy and grateful that I've got 100,000 ringgit with me, or by end of this year, or I have 100,000 in my bank account, or I'm so happy and grateful that I'm financially free and with so much money in my bank account. So this is an affirmation. Okay, so let's talk about thoughts, feeling, and action. Okay, so the thought first is, I'm going to have 100,000 ringgit. I'm going to have 100,000 ringgit. Oh my God, I'm going to have 100,000 ringgit. I know I'm going to have 100,000 ringgit. By 31st of December 2020, I will have 100,000. That's a thought. And with that money, I can settle my debts early. So I want to have 100,000 ringgit. I know it will come to me. I will settle it. That's the thought. Feeling is, how do I feel about, oh my God, if I've settled that, oh my God, I don't have any more debts. I'm debt free already. Oh my God, I feel so good. I'm financially free, and no more. All these people chasing after me. That's feeling. And action. Action is, you start writing affirmation 16 times a day. You do your Ho'oponopono from the people who you owe money to, and you write Ho'oponopono do on your name, and you do action of when things come. Like for example, as you're doing it, sometimes business ideas will come. So you must put into action. So only when you have the thought that I'm going to have the money, and the feeling, how would I feel by having that money, and the action to do it, then the money will come, because you are aligned, as you call it. The problem with a lot of people is this: they have the thought, oh no, I want to have that money. Okay, good. Then they'll say, okay, then the feeling sometimes goes away. Can or not 100,000, a lot of money, difficult, I think can be. I don't think so. See, the feelings are all not, I don't think so. Thought and feelings are all haywire. And sometimes they don't even put into action. So even if they were to put into action, but when the thought and the feelings is not aligned, even if you write affirmation, even it might not work, because you're already negating yourself. You're already saying no to your own process, you see. Same thing with car and house. Some people say, oh, I'm Mr. Kati, I want to have a BMW. Okay. So the thought is, I'm going to have a BMW, I'm going to drive a BMW, the thought, okay, so I write affirmation lah. I'm so happy and grateful. I'm driving a blue BMW on this date. I'm so happy and grateful. I'm driving a blue. Very good. Action is there. Fantastic. Okay, good. But then the feeling is, I don't know lah. When I drive BMW, it's expensive, and then I don't know whether I can afford it, and then must pay for petrol, and then servicing. So the feeling's not right. That thought also not right, and negative thought comes in. So then the car won't come to you because it's not. So what must you do? Okay, if car, your thought, I'm going to drive BMW. So decided 31st December, I will be driving a BMW. For example, of dates all. Feeling is, oh my God, you can imagine I'm driving a BMW, I'm driving past, and my friends are going to see, my neighbors are going to see. I'm not that you're boasting or not, but the feelings, the feeling of me in a BMW and me standing next to BMW. Oh my God, I feel so good. I feel so successful. I feel, and then action lah. So you start writing affirmation and all. And then again, to get a BMW, you probably need to have a higher income, And normally what happens is the universe will start sending you information, start sending you business idea. And if you are the type of person who want it, you must act on it. I am telling you today, when you want 100,000 again, when you want money for car, when you want money for house, I will tell you something. If you start writing the affirmation, that's one part of the action. But the universe will send you opportunities. The universe will actually get someone to call you and say, hey, I've got a business. Someone to call you and say, hey, why don't we work on this deal together? Someone to call you and say, you know what, I got overtime for you, or you want to do your MBA today. So opportunity will come, because if you do MBA, you get a higher salary. Higher salary, that means you can afford a BMW, you see. But when the opportunity comes, and if you don't act on it, it's like, lazy lah to study. Nah lah, I think I'm okay lah. I'm comfortable with my salary. So you don't want to put it into action. When the opportunities are coming, then you can't get the car, you can't get the house. So it's very, very important for you to understand. The thought must be there, the feeling must be there, and the action must be there. House. I want a big house. So the thought, you know what? I'm going to buy a big bungalow house. That's a thought. Very good thought. I want to have a big bungalow. When? I'm going to have it in 2 years. How big? 5,000 square foot. Okay, good. Freehold. Very good. How many bathrooms? How many rooms? Okay, very good. Thought is there. Feelings. You when you put in a vision board and all, right? And then your feeling is living in the house. How big it is? The music system, the home theater system. It's so nice. I can sleep comfortably, so many bathrooms, no need to rush for the feelings is there. Action is, you start writing affirmation, you put on vision board, you do visualization, and when opportunities come, you act on it. Because will come, because to buy a big house, obviously you need to have business opportunities coming along. Again, action must be there. So a lot of time I've noticed is people will do some of it, not all of it together. So the alignment is not there. Some people are the type of person who are always thinking about it. Car, house, 100,000, thinking about it. Very good. But there's no feeling in it. There's no like, oh, how would I feel if I have it? You remember the 17 seconds? The 17 seconds actually is the feeling part. The 17 seconds where you feel about driving the car, sitting in the car, or having the money, settling of your loans. That is the feeling. You know what I'm trying to say? No? So the feeling must be there. And then action must be there. I still have people who tell me, are you doing Ho'oponopono? Like today, I send something, people say, oh, Mr. Kati, fantastic, But I don't know why Ho'oponopono is not working for me. Oh, okay. Are you doing the affirmation? Are you doing a Ho'oponopono? Yes. How many times a day? Once or twice, Mr. Kati. I said, I always say do 3 times a day, what? Do 108 times that. And they will say, but I don't have time. And then I say, listen, see, this is the problem. You got time to eat. You got time to see action in the wrong things. You got time to watch TV and Netflix and Amazon Prime la. You got time to eat la, sleep la, everything else you got time. Want to do Ho'oponopono? No time. People will tell me things like, Mr. Kati, affirmation, I must write that. Can read or not? Affirmation 16 times. Can I break it up or not? So a lot of us see. So you have to align it. So when you listen to all the things I say now, the thought comes to you. But I will tell you why many of you would not succeed if you don't put into the thought the feeling. Even simple as pantang lima ringgit, the thought. When I told you, see, you didn't have a thought about money, about 5 ringgit. So I told you, what if you can save 5 ringgit? And your thought is, oh, that's a very good thought. I can put 5 ringgit. I think every day I can save. Very good thought. Feeling, oh, when I give it to the security guard, the feeling, I feel so good. I see the smile when I buy drinks for the security guard, I give to charity. Oh, the feeling, I feel so good. And then action, lah. Make sure every time you see 5 ringgit, you take and save it. Make sure you are already, when the money starts coming, don't look at the money and say, I think I'm going to save it, lah. Why you want to waste my money? I see the action has gone haywire already. Then pantang 5 ringgit is not good for you. So everything, relationship, same thing. You say, I want to have a better relationship with my spouse. So the thought is there. Many people come to me and say, Mr. Kathi, if I do Ho'oponopono, will my relationship with my husband or wife will change? I say, yeah, right. So they have this, see, this is a true story. So I say, okay, write an affirmation. I'm so happy and grateful that, me and my husband or me and my wife have a wonderful relationship. Me and my children are wonderful. Okay, so you're writing an affirmation. More affirmation is good 16 times a day, but even then, Ho'oponopono is even more powerful because there are 2 different aspects. Affirmation is deliberate attraction. Ho'oponopono is divine intervention. And sometimes, karmically, it's better to get divine intervention quickly because no matter how many times you write affirmation, you can write, I say 16 times, you can write 160 times. But if you don't have the alignment with the God, then you won't get it. So now you need to do your Ho'oponopono as well. So you decide, okay, I'm going to have a good relationship. So I write my husband's name, I write my name and do. So action is there. Okay, action is there. Then the thought, nah lah, my husband won't change, man. I tell you, Mr. Kathi will tell lah. Yeah, but my husband, I know I've been married with him. So yeah, I see the thought. The feeling is, I anger. Look at his face. See, hey, yeah. Look at the wife person. See, forever lah, Sheila. See, the feelings is wrong. The thought is wrong. How would the action work? Now, I'm not saying when you're writing the affirmation must have feelings. I'm not saying writing the affirmation or doing Ho'oponopono must have feeling. No, I'm saying write the affirmation, do the Ho'oponopono, but throughout the day, you must also have that thought, everything will be okay. Everything, when people send me more messages, I'll send them back and I'll tell them all will be well. I always think all will be well. Don't worry. Now I'm following Mr. Kathi's program. I'm doing affirmation. I'm doing all will be well. All will be well. And that kind of a thought process is very, very important. Very important. So in everything you do, same thing with sales. There are many of you from the insurance industry or unit trust industry or the MLM industry or you're in the sales industry, same thing. Oh, Mr. Kathi, I want to succeed in my sales. I want to achieve my goal. I say, very good. Write an affirmation. I'm so happy and grateful that I've achieved this goal. I've made so many sales, blah, blah, blah. Okay, good. Okay. Do Ho'oponopono. Okay, I write my name and do Ho'oponopono. I write my client's name and do Ho'oponopono. Okay, very good. So you're doing all that. Okay. Then thought process must be, I've done it. It's the done deal. I'm going to celebrate. I'm going to achieve it. I'm going to make the money. I'm going to take this money and do this for my family. That's a thought process. And the feeling must be there. When you make that money that evening, when the money comes to you that day and how you feel about it. So that feeling must be there. It's very important for you to have that feelings. So when you do have that feelings, then automatically you're aligning. But the problem with a lot of people is when they want to have all this sales and all, the thought is there, I must succeed, I must achieve this level, I must do so much of sales. Very good. Feelings is, oh, it'd be so nice if I get the spins and all. Very good. Then the action part, they write affirmation, but I need to make phone calls to make sales. Lazy lah. I think people would say no lah. So there's no action. So I really need you to understand why. One of the reasons why I keep promoting my 99 ringgit program and all, it's not that how much money can I make with 99 ringgit? Because as a training consultant, I do training for one day, I can make 10,000 ringgit. Why would I even think about, 99 ringgit? No, but the reason is because when you go through a 99 ringgit, whether it's program 1, program 2, when you go through program, because it's a 8-module program or a 4-module program with a lot of exercise, because I want to get you aligned. I want your thought to be correct. I want your feelings to be correct. I want your actions to be there. What's the reason I give you exercises? That's the reason why all this works, you see. So I want to finish off today by telling you, my friends, my all in my life, the car I drive or the house I have, everything was because the alignment was there. That's the reason. I will tell you one. I wanted to drive a Murano. I love a Murano, a black Murano. I wanted to buy a black Murano. So I put it in my vision board and I think about it and I feel it and the vision board is there and I do whatever I need to do. My wife then said, you know what, I think I want to get Toyota Harrier. So I don't know whether many of you heard this. So anyway, we went to a showroom and then looked at it and she said, my wife normally doesn't ask a lot of things. And then she said, I think I want a Toyota Harrier, not a Murano. So we went to a showroom and then there's a Toyota Harrier, the guy took the car. But you see, my thoughts, my alignment, my thought, feeling and action has always been Murano. But of course, when she said, let's go and get a Toyota, I said, okay, fine. For me, it's okay, like it's still a 4-wheel drive. Went to the showroom. The guy took the car. There was a Toyota Harrier. Took the key to start the car. Car couldn't start. Huh, why car couldn't start? Huh? Then the guy said, "Wait, sir. There's another Toyota Harrier. Let me go and get the key." Went and then couldn't find the key. Apparently, the salesman took the key, went back, never brought back the key, so it couldn't start. So the guy said, "I'm so sorry, lah." Then I and my wife were like, what is this? And then he said, no, it's okay, sir. New cars are being unloaded at the back of our shop, and they are bringing down the car. And let's go and have a look at it. I'm sure there's one Toyota Harrier that'll be there, and you can. When we went out, the guy was unloading, and the first car they were unloading was a black Murano. Now my vision board was black Murano, and I always was thinking about black Murano, and I always felt it. I've driven it, I've test drive it. I know how the car is. I know the cameras are and everything. And the guy was bringing down the car, and when he brought on the car, it was a black Murano. Then he said, "Why don't you test drive this?" I asked my wife. I said, "Yeah, sure. I know, no problem. Let's try." We took the car for a test drive, and by the time we came here, my wife said, "This is it. I'm buying a Murano. This is it. Let's buy a Murano." Such a beautiful car. We bought the car. And you know why? Because my thoughts were, that's the car I wanted. I had wanted to drive the car. The feeling was, I felt, I know how good the car was, and I did action. I wrote everything down, and I never said no to my wife because I don't want negative energy, negative cause nothing. She said, I said, okay, fine, it's okay. I'm okay. But you see, at the end of the day, what the universe gave me was the Murano, and of course, my wife is also happy about it. So I can give you example after example after example how when your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions are aligned, you will manifest very fast. So, my friends, I'm ending the 14th day tip today. And I will not see you tomorrow. I just want to take a break, and I will see you the day after tomorrow. So it will be on the 16th. I will see you. I will put the time. Most probably will be 8:30, and I'll probably continue until 9:30 to 10. So I'm going to give you an hour and a half. I want to just answer questions on the 14 exercises. So any questions on any of this, you can ask me on Wednesday at 8:30, and I'll answer all these questions as we go along. On that day itself, you come online and you can ask me the questions and answer the questions. And I really want you to know, I did the 14 exercises because my wife is the one who told me. She said, MCO started, a lot of people are going to be upset and depressed and whatever. Why don't you do this so that they have something to think about? And I'm glad I did it because so many people have responded to say it's been a good program. So I really feel that, it's just been a good 14 days. But let's do Wednesday, and then I will tell you what I have planned something for the next 10-15 days, but let me talk about it on Wednesday when I meet you. Yeah. So with that, tomorrow there's nothing, so I'll see you on Wednesday 8:30 or live again for me to do a Q&A on the 14 tips. With that, thank you very much, everybody. Have a good rest. Be safe. Take care of yourself. Yeah. Bye-bye.